Hi, my name is Julian and I'm working as a sales manager at Combus. We are frequently asked what the big difference between a Raspberry Pi and our Revolution Pi is, and if our device is just a standard Raspberry Pi with a neat DIN-rail housing. Well, it's not. And to clarify this, I will take up this topic today and I will let you know the main differences in this video. Let's start with the standard Raspberry Pi. This little device has had an impressive career ever since its launch. Why? Mainly because it's a small and inexpensive single-board computer with an open source Linux operating system for less than €40. Plus, it has all the interfaces you would expect from a normal computer, like Ethernet, USB, HDMI, and the GPIO pins. Since the development of the Raspberry Pi was driven by the idea of producing an inexpensive and simply constructed PC that could introduce kids and teenagers to the world of programming, the Raspberry Pi was never meant to meet the industrial requirements. Fortunately, the Raspberry Pi Foundation did develop a special version of the Raspberry Pi, the so-called Raspberry Pi Compute Module. As you can see, this little device is limited to the most essential parts like the processor, RAM, and eMMC storage. This gives us sufficient leeway to design our industrial-grade hardware around it. The compute module is basically just plugged into our own board. By designing our Revolution Pi, we basically combined the advantages of the Raspberry Pi with the requirements of the industry. Our Revolution Pi hardware complies with the so-called EN 61131 specification, and it's the same specification like classic PLCs have. It has a IP20 polycarbonate housing for the use on a DIN-rail and operates on 12 to 24 volts. An advanced protection circuit guarantees continuous operation even under massive electrical or electromagnetic interferences on the input power lines. Another big difference between the Raspberry Pi and our device is the way you connect actuators and sensors to the Pi. Since the GPIO pin of the standard Raspberry Pi are not suitable for the industrial use, our Revolution Pi base module can be expanded by various digital and analog I/O modules, which are connected by an overhead connector. Besides I/O modules, our Revolution Pi can also be equipped with various gateway modules, giving the device the ability to be integrated into the most common industrial networks like PROFINET, EtherCAT, PROFIBUS, Ethernet or Modbus. You can connect those gateways same as you connect the I/O modules. But we did not only change the hardware, we also built a customized Raspbian operating system which is permanently updated by our Revolution Pi software team. We did expand the operating system with a real-time patch and a process image amongst others. Both features give you the ability to use the Revolution Pi just like a classic PLC. I hope I could clear things up a bit, and if not, just drop off a comment below this video and we will be happy to answer your questions. Thanks for watching this video and bye.